Welcome on to another edition of Union Talk. I'm your host, Sean Brace from PhillyYoungster.com, joined as always by my co-host, Mr. Ryan Ellis. Follow him on Twitter at The Sports Nomad. He is from Calkins Media. Ryan, another loss by the Union. I can't sugarcoat it anymore because if the Union are able to figure this out and get out of their own way in these next 4 games, they're going to make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And bottom line, nobody thought that was going to happen at the beginning of the season unless you were suiting up for the Union. So I'm going to look at the bright side of things,
yes.
But it feels like we continue to repeat ourselves. And go out to Portland, beginning of a tough road trip, 3 games on the road just from hell. And Portland, no easy tasks, especially when you go out there, and they lost 2-1. There's nothing else we can say other than, you know what, they continue to struggle to score points. That's it.
You're absolutely right. They didn't play a bad game. That's the worst part, Sean, is they had the opportunity to go out to Portland and at least come away with 1 point, which would have been huge in that raucous environment. This is the second game in a row where the Union scored what I called screw it goals.
Yep.
The offense gets frustrated. Barnetta did it last week, and Panis did this week. Just get frustrated and just takes a shot from distance, somehow goes in the back of the net. That's not going to bring results in the long run.
No, and they need the guys to step up, especially in this stretch right here, to go ahead and score goals. Mm-hmm. Guys that you've been able to count on at the beginning of the season, like C.J. Sapong, maybe Bedoya, mix him in a little bit here. Pontius had that nice goal, don't get me wrong, we'll take it. But, he's got to find that stretch where he was hot as could be at the beginning of the season. There's no other thing. There's nothing else you could say. If you're Jim Curtin, you just have to find a way for the guys that are on the field that are playing. They have to find a way to score goals.
No, it's as simple as that. Defense did let in the 2 goals that were identical. They really were very, very similar goals. But all in all, I thought they played a decent game in the back. Yarrow unfortunately picked up what I call a bogus red card. The one yellow card was legit. The first one was absolutely bogus. And actually, he will be missing next game and replaced by our good friend Ken Tribbett.
That's not good.
He's got to step up. You know what? It's redemption time for Ken Tribbett. He needs to step up against Toronto, a very, very good Toronto team.
4 games left in the season. Again, it's not panic mode, but it's okay, let's go mode. That's what it is right now. And the Union, they have to get some points on the board. If they do so, they will make the playoffs. If they fail to score a point or punch a point up from any of these games, they might miss the playoffs.
And
that would be devastating.
They would, absolutely, especially we're riding so high middle of the year. We were in first place for a good stretch of the season in the Eastern Conference. Sean, I was looking at some of the numbers earlier, and basically what it means for the Union is, I think if they get 4 points out of the next 4 games, be it 4 draws, 3 wins, 1 draw, I think they are above the red line. That doesn't mean they're going to get a home playoff game. You really want to be in the 4th or 3rd spot to get that one-off home playoff game. But at this point, it's survival mode, and you got to stay above that red line. So I think they'll be secure. It's no guarantee that they get 4 points, but I think that's a good magic number, as they would say in baseball.
Toronto, tough
game.
Really one of the best squads right now in the MLS.
Absolutely.
Josie Altidore, he just continues to score, so I don't know what the answers will be there for the Union on that one, but no easy task going up to Toronto.
No, absolutely not. This is a team that never really made the playoffs, never really were much of a factor in MLS for many, many years. Open up the wall a little bit, get some top players in, and you're seeing the results. Hopefully the Union can learn from their success. Union do get a bit of a break. I did hear that Giovinco might not play this game. He might have to sit this one out.
Did he score 2 last time?
He scored 2 against us. Yeah, it's one of the reasons Tribbett needs to step up. Giovinco really has his way with him. But you know what? I got faith in the guy. He came back and scored that goal, and it's now or never, Tribbett. You got to do it, buddy.
Yeah.
And of course, Josie Altidore just on fire, just absolutely on fire. Scored a blistering shot against Red Bulls last week in their game, and it's do or die time.
One way you could also look at this as we close up shop with 4 games left is they have 2 against the Red Bulls, and the Red Bulls look like they're going to make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So they might lock in a position, they might dial it down a bit just to, at the end of the season. Mm-hmm. And Orlando, the same thing. You don't know, Orlando could be looking to next year as well. Mm-hmm. So the Union might get some favors like that, but that's kind of like sneaking in. Again, I just want to make the playoffs at this point in time. I think we're all in agreement there, but nobody wants to sneak in. You want to go out there and get results. You want to get a victory. Union 0 for their last 3 as far as wins are concerned. So it's about time to punch one up in the win column.
Oh, absolutely. No, and I think this team is fully capable of beating any team on any day. They can do it. They are that good. It's just a matter of them actually going out and performing.
Yeah.
I would love to see 3 points against Toronto. I'd really love to see 3 points at New York on the following game. And that Orlando City game is at home at Talent Energy Stadium.
With a week between.
Yes,
off.
an international break.
Nice.
Exactly. So it's certainly far from over. It's time to get your bucket hat out more.
Exactly. I'm going to roll the bucket hat a long time. All right, and before we get out of here, I wanted to touch on this. I know you did as well. Some of the things that we've spoke about is the MLS, the league, the numbers going up as far as ratings are concerned. Kids, starting to walk around with soccer jerseys out of nowhere. You're starting to see that. I saw that at dinner the other day. Loving that. Unfortunately, it was a Clint Dempsey jersey. Like, could you get the kid a Union jersey?
It happens.
But talk a little bit about the Soccer America article that's saying MLS ratings were better than MLB.
Yeah, no, really. We were very critical of the league last week. It's time for some good news on MLS. 1.3 million viewers in total for up against the NFL. Fox did some really, really great advertising. Rachel Bonita did a little bit to try to do some cross-branding between the NFL and MLS. Beat out Major League Baseball, which has been unheard of so far. So the sport is growing. People are interested. And a successful Union team would be the lightning in a bottle for the Philadelphia area. Absolutely.
It's what we need right now, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
We're all in agreement here. I know you are as well. Union need to figure this out. They need to figure this out right now. Go up there to Toronto, get a result, come home with a victory. Now we're cooking. You never know what's going to happen after that. All right?
Absolutely.
Lock in a playoff spot for 2016. I know we're all in agreement on that. For Ryan Ellis, I'm Sean Brace. We'll talk to you guys next week on Union Talk.
3 points, Union. 3 points.
3